Well, our church is closely tied with the beginnings of Manhattan, Kansas.
It was founded in 1856, and it was part of the Congregational mission to establish free state churches here, anti-slavery churches here in Kansas, and so it was established as an anti-slavery church.
And I think those social issues that were so prevalent at that time has continued to be very much a part of this church.
Well, we were looking for a church that would work for our whole family, me, my husband, and our daughter. My husband, it was really important for him to have a church that was very accepting and modern and didn't talk about other people's wrong behavior, but about how we could do better.
The main draw for me, besides the personal connections, was really its open and affirming attitude.
When I'm trying to explain to folks who ask, or if it comes up in conversation, well, why do you go there? Well, it's inclusive. We really believe that, and we really practice that.
The thing I think that is the most wonderful about it for me was that it was the first church I've ever been in where I felt I could be completely myself, and that was okay.
This congregation is willing to take a stand for the issues in our world that have to do with inclusiveness and being fair, doing the things that perhaps Jesus would have done.
I never dreamt that my lesbian daughter would end up wanting to get married. But lo, within a couple of years she did, and we were happy to sponsor the first same-sex ceremony to take place in this sanctuary. I still choke up. I was able to walk her down the aisle, and she was given a full-fledged Christian marriage.
Here it's really, how can we push ourselves and broaden the circle, throw the doors open wider, and that is just incredible to me.
I love the questioning spirit. I love being open to thinking about things in a different way. I just love the sense that this is actually a family, sometimes dysfunctional like all families are, but people pull together and we just count on each other, and we know we can count on each other, and I feel that.
For my daughter Maya, who can be rambunctious, a lot of churches politely tolerate children, and you feel embarrassed when they're being loud and rowdy. And I just loved how everyone here just was welcoming to her as well and appreciated her. My husband's service is very important to him and his spiritual life, so he gets involved with the Second Helping program.
Second Helping is a meal that we provide every Sunday night, hot meal, plus lunch to take home with you for the next day, for people who are struggling, financially, and they need a little boost. Part of what made it special to me was that this was a social justice church that keeps trying to figure out how to actually do it, not just think it, not just believe it.
A lot of our members go to city commission meetings on a frequent basis and advocate for positive, Christ-based social change.
It makes me feel great that here we have folks who are actually living the attitudes that they espouse on Sundays.
To go and look for a new faith community is a real act of courage, and I feel like this congregation recognizes that, respects that, and encourages that.
You would feel accepted no matter what, you would feel welcomed, and you would feel like you have a spot here.
There's a place for you.
If you want a church that is exclusive to just your type of people, race, age, economic status, sexual orientation, or what have you, you probably won't like us, but you're welcome anyway. Give us a try.
This is a church that really tries hard to live what it says it means, and that's not a small thing. It's my home. I mean, I can't ever describe it other than that. It's my home. I wouldn't dream of going anyplace else. This is an amazing place.